If you enjoy this audio, please consider leaving a comment, even if it's just an emoji, to help grow the channel. Thanks. And let's set the scene. It's been a long time since breaking up with your old boyfriend, Ethan, the two of you unable to find a common future. You've since healed, but a random photo memory notification on your phone brings the full pressure of your lost past to mind once again. You've unexpectedly spiraled into a moment of pure despair. And then a distant someone with an ethereal voice hears you. You have a rich future of possibilities ahead of you, but can you get out of your own way? Such suffering. How unanticipated after this long journey. Did you just hear me? You did. This is fascinating. Are your hands on your ears to determine if you're just hearing things? The panic on your face says yes. I would normally call that a reasonable conclusion, but fear not. Hearing me is not a sign of mental disturbance or ailment. It instead has everything to do with your anguish alone here in your residence. You're lost in pained reflection of your old relationship, are you not? I see this does not placate you. Also reasonable. I urge you to calm yourself long enough for me to demonstrate my validity. After all, I could simply not speak to you anymore, but this would leave you with many more questions than answers, would it not? I believed you'd agree, and I'm glad you do. I'm afraid I can't truly introduce myself. I do not have a name. I left that behind when I took the role of witness for your reality. However, why not refer to me as Kai for your convenience? I can't sense your thoughts, but I can perceive your speech, appearance, and environment. So, why not speak my name if you can grasp this? Good. Let's continue. Your species does not yet know the true nature of existence. Yet your world's fiction does mention similar elements. In the interest of accelerating your understanding, I'll borrow some constructs. Consider me an observer from a different universe, one who chronicles the interactions of sentience in your universe. Or more simply, I watch people interact. And I've watched you very much. I see your unease is rising again. Very well. I will observe a friend of yours and tell you something they see that you could not possibly know on your own. Perhaps you should ask Taylor if they've decided on a travel destination yet. Contrary to their discussions yesterday, they've decided to forego Japan and to go with, a tropical destination, Aruba. You have an opportunity to return to your optimal path, but you will need to trust me first. Please, ask Taylor. Yes, via text. You are not suddenly clairvoyant. Proceed. They will need a moment to respond. During that time, consider the weight of their answer. How will you react when they confirm what I've told you? Please speak. You will believe me. That's a start. After all, you'll need to act soon. And is your trust of me established? Good enough. This is agreeable. And now, you want to know something, I would imagine. Ah, the question. What do you want? You presume I want for anything. I do not. Let me try to explain this. I primarily watch those whose interactions with others lead to harmony or an optimal existence. You are one such person. It has nothing to do with fame or fortune or intelligence or most measures of success that your species commonly entertains. It has everything to do with the depth of the bonds that you form with others and their subsequent relationships. Yes, your relationships. Or rather, one of them in particular, with someone you would have met soon. No, I cannot see the future. What I can see are threads of possibilities. And I know when you follow a thread that is less optimal. This thread you are on now is very aberrant. In other words, you've started down the wrong path. Does that make sense? All right. Now, this is important, and it has to do with our very interaction. After all, those like me cannot normally communicate with those we observe. So, knowing this, would you like to ask a question? Yes. Why can we talk? This only happens on the rare occasion of someone who should contribute greatly to the optimal path, who is instead on a very aberrant one, combined with great need. It has only happened 2 times so far among the 100 billion iterations of your species in the history of your world. Oh, yes, your need is great. Your dissolved coupling with Ethan from 8 months ago left you in great distress. You were unaware, but I was there to perceive your loss with you. Contrary to what you believed at the time, however, neither of you did anything wrong. Your paths are simply divergent by their very nature. You knew this, but still denied it based on your loss. You have been healing from it, and you progressed well for months now, until just before you heard me moments ago, when you saw the picture of you and Ethan together, and it seemed your grief suddenly returned in force. What feelings resurfaced when you saw it? Intriguing. Your optimal path shows you smiling instead. I am well. Seeing the potential details of a thread is difficult. Or perhaps straining would be closer, but pay it no mind. When you first saw the picture, you smiled very briefly. What did you feel then? A recollection of the warmth and union you had. So, a different reaction to an echo. You embraced the return of grief instead of savoring the memory and enriching your current self. Both patterns exist in you, but as with many things, it is not just your patterns, but how you choose to exist. It is irregular for me to be involved, yet we speak. I believe I must intercede. You are a critical part of your species' optimal path because of the depth of feeling you experience. Your relationships are strong and contribute heavily to that path. You are, effectively, special. Your bonds carry far more weight than most, yet you chose an aberrant path because because one bond is not strong enough. Ah, you still need to forgive someone from your last relationship. It is not Ethan. Say it. Yes, you. I suggest you regard your reflection in a mirror. There. Now, did you do anything wrong with Ethan? No, stop. Do not concern yourself with what you could have done. All of the threads led away from Ethan, a truth you refuse. Think only of what you did. Did you do anything wrong? Good. But you averted your eyes. You still resist. Now, open them and look into yourself. Confirm if you did anything wrong. Right. This is your truth. You are a being of intense concern and compassion, capable of great joy for both yourself and others. You have felt this before. You will feel it again, to an even greater degree, with someone of a similar capacity by your side, whose threads can run in parallel and even merge. No, do not ask of such detail of what is possible. I suspect knowing too much will lead to greater dissonance. We must break through. We are almost there. Look at the burden of the person before you. The weight is not gone, but has lessened, yes? I now suggest this. Find the source of your new suffering once again, the picture. I know it is difficult, but I urge you to not look away. Rather, search for different meaning. How did you feel at the time when this image was captured? Yes, that is what your expressions indicate. You had many bonds forged on that day. I ask then, can you look back on yourself in that time and recall the happiness? Can you insert yourself in those moments in your mind and relive them? And can you not choose to carry that forward instead of the grief? You do not speak, but you do smile. Your realization is beautiful to behold. No doubt you do not understand, but I feel great gratitude for you allowing me to participate in this. No, your path is not yet optimal, but you have shifted it. It is now possible to achieve, but I will have to lead you more directly. The opportunity closes rapidly. We must make haste. You must leave your residence. We can discuss more as you travel. You should leave this structure now. The optimal path shows you meeting the one very soon. You collide with them when leaving the convenience store close by. This sets everything in motion. Saying more would be unwise for me. Let's proceed inside. It is not quite yet time. Please pause a moment. I fear the best path is too far away now. Other things have shifted. I will provide more help. You should buy something. I am fine. Go ahead. Consider some... Ah, yes. You need some candy. What you call peanut butter cups. It is unimportant if you enjoy them or not.
Come again?
There. You are prepared. It's nearly time. Let's move closer to the door. In a moment, I'll tell you when to leave the store. You will run into someone. It would be appropriate to look behind you as you leave, so it does not appear you intentionally strike them. This would be counterproductive, yes? I will lend you one final piece of guidance. Do not fear what you should or should not do. Trust in yourself, not just in the exchange about to occur, but in the future, and in your ability to be loved. Trust in your convictions. You can know your own path. Do you understand? Good. If your path is shifted correctly, we will no longer be able to speak. I suggest you set our exceptional interaction out of your mind and immerse yourself in your reality with your full attention. But please, know again, I do thank you. This has been remarkable. I'm sorry, please stop talking. There is no more time. Leave now. Ooh. Ow! Oh, hey, are you okay? Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't really looking where, I got a little distracted. You're really cute. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know why I said that aloud. I'm such a dork. I'll just stop harassing you now. Wait, what did you drop? Oh, that's hilarious. That's me. My name's Reese. Hey, nice to meet you. I kind of feel like I know you already, though. No? Huh. Well, I'd like to get to know you. I know this is rather random, but would you join me for coffee?